Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I'm back with another week of what's sold on Etsy. This is the week of March 15th through the 21st, and I had quite a bit of sales that week. Now, I'm behind with my what sold videos by a couple weeks, but this particular week I did pretty good. More recently, it's been kind of on and off, but let's get right onto it. So we have here a Pyrex bowl, and I love these bowls, but they don't seem to bring a whole lot of money. This is the double-handed pink. I'm going to call it a flamingo pink. I've seen, now the thing about this, there are a couple different shades of pink. This is more of a hot pink, and we just call it flamingo pink. That's the color I see people call it a lot, so I run with it. But yeah, it's really a hot pink, and the bowl is in pretty nice shape. When you hold it up to the light, it does show the scratches more prevalently, and there is a small chip in the side of the lid. So it ended up selling for $14.95. I think I paid $1 for it at an auction, so pretty good. Next up, I sold this Big Ben bell, and I don't know where I got it. I mean, hard to say. I don't think I sought it out. It probably came with something else, and it ended up selling for $9.95. Next up are these really cool Homer Laughlin modern star plates. It's the pair of them, so you receive the pair, and they are little saucers, dessert plates, and they sold for $9.95 for the set. Next, we have these little squirrels. Nothing exciting. I mean, they're not the cutest squirrels I've ever seen, but they're pretty cool. And they ended up selling for $12 for the pair. Next, we have, oh boy. So I sold these salt and pepper shakers, and they, I sent them on their way and forgot all about them. Well, about a week and a half later, I got a message back from the buyer saying, if you receive these back, give me a call. And then she gave me her phone number. So I looked into it, and it showed that they tried to deliver it twice already. And I don't know what that means, but so I just got them back today. So I gave her a call. She didn't answer. So they sold for $19.95, and then she paid an additional $9 for shipping because they were over a pound by a little bit. But yeah, so I left her a message. So what's going to happen with this, I'm not really sure. Either she'll give me another $9, and I'll try to ship them back to a new address if she gives me one, or I will refund the total minus the original shipping. So I'll have my item back, but I won't be out any money. So it'll be okay, I guess. That rarely ever happens. This is probably the first time something exactly like this has happened. So I'm not too bent up about it, but it is okay. They're cool shakers, so they'll sell again when I list them. These are some cool sheets. So this is a sheet. It's a flat sheet and a pillowcase, and they match. I actually had 2 of these at the very beginning of all this, exactly like this. And I sold one like a week after I listed it. This was months ago. And then this one finally sold. And it sold for $19.95 for the pair. I'll just flip through real quick. It's a really pretty pattern and in very, very nice shape. Canon Monticello 50/50 blend. All right, next up is this little Camp Snoopy Glass, $5. I'm not going to buy these anymore. They set a little bit too long, and $5 is kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy them if they're like almost free, but it is what it is. $5, it sold, and I've got 2 more of that one, and then like more of all the other. I don't know if they're going to show up. No, of course not. I've got all the other patterns of this and multiples of them too. Next, we have this little strawberry jar. I love this jar. I've had it forever, it feels like. And it finally sold for $8. It's a glass jar with a plastic lid. And the lady that bought it wrote me a little note that said something like, I love strawberries or something. So that was cool. But I like strawberry stuff too. And it's because whenever I was younger, for the first few years, I grew up living with my grandparents, and they uh, had this little strawberry garden. I don't want to say it's a garden. It was essentially like one of those, those hard plastic round tubs with the white rope handles, and it's like a laundry basket. It's solid in all ways. Um, I might be completely misremembering this, but I feel like they had that like out in their yard filled with dirt and then strawberries growing in it. So um, I just remembered the whole strawberry thing and how I'd go out there and pick them. Uh, and that was really fun. So strawberry sold $8. Next. Okay, got some more fruit magnets. These are, well, actually, I can't remember now. Things are just confusing to me. Um, I don't know if these were the original fruit magnets that I listed or if these ones I just listed, but I just got more fruit magnets. Where's the listed January? Okay, no, these were the original ones when I had that whole group of magnets that I had in the haul video. These sold, they're plastic, and they sold for $12. So very nice and very cool. Okay, these napkin rings, so happy to see them go because I think they took way too long to sell. They ended up selling for a grand total, drum roll please, $4.95. Woo! How exciting. No, like, come on. I got these thinking that I was going to make like $15 on them at least because they're cool, they're old, they're mid-century, they're hip, but they're not hip enough because they took way too long to sell. There's only 4 of them. I think that's part of the problem. And they're really not that great. Like in retrospect, I should have realized that they're kind of crude looking. Crude, is that the word? They don't have like that polished mid-century look to them. I mean, you could tell the cut lines here, this raw edge of the wood. That's like not the best. And whatever, sold them finally for $4.95. Next, here we go. Okay, cool glasses. These are Libby patchwork glasses from 1974. And the guy that bought this also left me a message. I forget what he said. Oh, I can't remember if it's like something like I love flowers or I love these glasses, but apparently he does love these glasses because he bought them for $24.95, and it's a set of 6. And they're really cool. I don't remember where I got them. It might be in a haul video. Uh, but I don't think I paid more than $2 for them all. I can tell you that. So, cool. Next, we got this little cat picture frame. This is the third and last one that I have available. I had 3 of these originally, all for $7 a piece, and the first 2 sold. That's nice, but this one's the last one. Now, the thing with these picture frames, I bought them among a couple other frames at an auction for, it's either $1 or $2. I'm going to say $1. No, I'm going to say $2, just for fun. So I paid $2 for all these frames, and just on the cat ones alone, that's like $20 in these little frames. And I know I made more on the other frames because they had some cool ones in there from the 70s or so. So awesome. One more to go on this, and easy thing to ship as well. I would just put this in some bubble wrap and throw it in a poly mailer. There's no glass in it. It's wood with a plastic clear insert. Next, we've got this muslin 50-50 blend. Really nice sheet from the 80s, I guess. It's a double-sized sheet, so it's a full as well. And it sold for $14.95. I think I'm a little off on my prices sometimes on these sheets. I see some people sell them for much more than me. And then but yet they just take long to they take long they take a long time. They take a long time to sell for me, so that makes me feel like I need to lower the price. But maybe I don't. I don't know. Like, I buy these new in package sheets and think that they are so cool, and I'm not going to stop buying them because I can't pass something up that's new old stock. And so I buy them thinking that, well, they're obviously worth good money because they're vintage and never used, but it just never seems to be the case. Like, many times I can sell a completely open and used sheet for the same or more than a packaged one. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to like buckle down and price them higher and just set on them and wait. But moving on, I can't just lament too much about this. $14.95. Next, here we are to this green vintage thing. Actually, in my notes, I put green thing. It's a well, I wrote it on here. It's a wall sconce, and has that cool that cool 1970s glass shade. It's kind of like that candlestick style, but not. It's wait a minute. No, you put a little votive light in there, like a little baby candle, and then it does its light right up through here or whatever. And so those sold. They're made to look kind of like shabby chic, but from the 70s. Honestly, it reminds me whenever I watch the Lucy show, the from the, I guess it was the 70s or late 60s or early 70s, the Lucy show, when she has that house, it's done kind of in a shabby chic style. That's the show where she works at the bank with Mr. Mooney. So it's after I Love Lucy, obviously, and after the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. So I guess it's the third show with her in it that she did. But yeah, got these sold and off to the races. $24.95, easy. The size of the box, actually, I was able to get these to fit in a shoebox, which is the USPS shoebox size. That helped tremendously, because it's kind of an odd shape, and they're taller than what would fit in a 12 by 12 by 8, which is the standard go-to size that I like to use for things. But this was taller than it was wide, so shoebox saved the day. Next, we have this little sheet that took forever to sell, and it took forever because it's a vintage, well, it's a twin size, and the design is only kind of on the top half, and then secondly, there are little spots on it that are somewhere. There's some little dots, if you can see right here. If you look really close and you squint kind of and you turn your head, you can see some dots in here. So there's, oh, I'm pointing at the screen with my finger. That makes no sense. So there's some dots in here. And yeah, it sold for $5. Woo! Lastly, this week is these owls, brass owls. I bought these in a haul video for 50 cents a piece, and they sold for $29.95 for the set of 3. Oh boy. So that was a nice week. Happy to see those owls go because they are small and they pack good return on investment. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll try to throw another video on soon with the next What Sold week. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.